An exclusive investigation to knife crime by Good Morning Britain has shown how frighteningly easy it is to purchase zombie-style knives on the internet. Before the government's current amnesty, we bought different types of knives from online retailers without needing to show ID. That includes a zombie-style knife and a machete.
There are campaigners, of course, working tirelessly to get knives off our streets. And Alex Beresford met up with one of them. Farron Paul has been working with his community for 5 years. And Alex, who lost his own cousin, Nathaniel, to knife crime back in 2019, went with Farron to pick up knives from a collector.
So I run an organisation called Faz Amnesty. But my motto is that if I can help one person not get in trouble, if I can help one person not lose their life, if I can prevent one mum from crying for a loss of a child, then it's all worth it to me.
I'm a bit sceptical of the government scheme, just purely because this isn't the first scheme that the government has, or drive that the government has done. So I've chosen Faz Amnesty over the government scheme because, one, the anonymity, or the fact that it's anonymous.
How's that feeling right now?
Bittersweet.
Yeah?
I'm glad to get rid of them, but yeah, obviously it's time and money invested.
I mean, I listen to you talking. Obviously, I can hear just how much you know about the history of the knives, and you're clearly quite passionate for very different reasons that I guess the kids that are using them on the streets are using them for. Yeah. So I appreciate that, but I'm kind of glad that we're taking them off you, to be honest with you.
They're gone. Done. In safe hands. That's the important thing.
That is the important thing.
Appreciate
the right thing, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, good for that collector and for the campaigners involved in getting those knives out of people's homes, off the streets, wherever they are. Pooja knows this all too well. Her son, Ronan, died after he was attacked with someone who was using a ninja sword. She campaigns for a ban on the weapons. And alongside Pooja is Patrick Green, who is CEO of the Ben Kinsella Trust, named after 16-year-old Ben, who was killed in 2008. And in the studio, we have the knives that our producer was able to buy online. Horrifying. Going to be taking them to a surrender point straight after the show. But the point of purchasing them, they were purchased legally, Pooja, is it must be shocking to you, having experienced and the loss that you have experienced, to know that these weapons are still available.
Absolutely. It's been shocking since everything has been shocking since the finding of what went wrong. And knowing these type of weapons, these threatening bladed articles are still available to this date, I don't understand why are they available. And we've been campaigning for the ban on online of this availability, and we're just fighting continuously, and we need this ban to happen. This is too dangerous.
Some weapons are going to be banned this month, but ninja swords are not going to be part of that ban, are they?
No.
I find that absolutely baffling. And of course, it was a ninja sword that the youngster responsible for the death of your wonderful son,
yes,
that was the weapon that he used.
Yes.
When you've spoken to government ministers about banning ninja swords, what defence have they given for not including it?
It's that they are needed outside. They're needed for other people. And I have not understood to this day which other people need it apart from the young people. The youngsters are using, I mean, a 16-year-old got hold of it, thrusted that through my child's chest and inserted that 20 inches, like 20 centimetres in his heart. Went through it. Ronan didn't stand a chance. And all he was doing, just listening to his music and walking home. I find that bizarre. Why do we need this type of weapons? Why are we making them available? Yeah. I just can't find the reason, because all I want these to be banned. They are dangerous. They're going in the wrong hands and causing massive problems in a society, killing young people, and we don't need them.
Patrick, you are Chief Executive of the Ben Kinsella Trust. Ben Kinsella lost his life in a knife attack back in 2008. That is 16 years ago. It feels as though we've been talking about the dangers of knife crime for 2 decades.
So true.
And we still don't seem to have got to a solution. If anything, things have got worse. What is the thing which we're not doing, which we could decide to do to make our streets safer and to try and stop the kind of tragedy we've just heard that happened to Ronan?
Yeah, I mean, 16 years since we lost Ben, as you rightly say, knife crime has been going in the wrong direction ever since. The last 10 years, it's up 78%. The first thing is there isn't a simple answer. Knife crime's a really complicated problem. You're seeing just one element of that today, and that is around legislation. We don't legislate strongly enough. We don't legislate quickly enough. Some of the knives that were on display right behind me will remain legal after this ban.
Including the ninja sword?
Including the ninja sword. We're promised legislation to ban the ninja sword, but legislation, as you know, takes time. It took 17 months for this ban, from date of consultation to come through.
Patrick, I just wonder, as we look at that image, and it is a shocking image, but just to point out that these were weapons our producer in May purchased legally over the internet. Could you just explain what each of these weapons is?
Yeah, the middle one with the wood handle is a machete. That remains legal even after this ban. It's only zombie-style machetes which will be made illegal. The one just above it with the serrated edge and the sharp end, that to me looks like a zombie-style knife, as does the one above it with the red handle.
And they will be banned from the 24th of this month?
They will be banned. But what we see...
And then just as we pan down, you will see there, those are the ninja swords.
They remain legal.
And they are the ones that remain legal.
Yeah. So our challenge is with these knives that people who were buying zombie knives will probably move on to buying the next set of legal knives. Our legislation is not future-proofed. We've been trying to ban zombie knives for 8 years, 3 attempts. And we just keep coming back. And I fear that we'll come back again. And that's why Pooja and myself, we've been campaigning so strongly, because it's online sales which are predominantly the problem. It's where your researchers got these knives. They don't seem to... The laws that apply to high street retailers, bricks and mortar retailers, don't appear to apply to online sales.
And which law in particular? You're talking about age verification, because in the case of our producer, she approached 7 retailers, managed to purchase 5 weapons from 3 retailers, but didn't have to provide age verification on when the packages were handed over.
I mean, that to me is illegal, because if you go to a retailer, they will ask you to verify your age if they're in doubt that you're under 25, and they will be fined or could face imprisonment for selling a knife to somebody under 18.
The thing is, though, Patrick, you can't buy a gun online easily. You can't buy a gun over the counter. We have very, very tight controls on who's allowed to sell them, who they're allowed to sell them to, clear age verification, but also the shops are licensed. Why can't we just move to treating these kind of knives like guns? Or is the problem going to be that actually, I could walk into a department store and buy a kitchen knife to use in the kitchen, which can do as much damage as some of these terrible knives, and in those circumstances we just shift the problem on to somewhere else. Yeah,
guns have no legitimate purpose in our society, so it's easy to ban firearms. Knives do. They're tools that we all use them every day, and there comes a point where the knife isn't the problem. It's the, your propensity to carry it and cause harm with it. That's why education, early prevention and early intervention are so important. But we still need legislation.
And sentencing?
Sentencing is really important as well. You know, strong enforcement is at the heart of this, but it only works if there's prevention and early intervention. Otherwise, we have sort of a conveyor belt of people who are carrying knives.
We can't ban dangerous knives, can we? That's our problem. Because, you know, I was cooking last night, making a chicken stir-fry with a knife, which I bought legally, but normally, which could be used on the street by somebody to do terrible harm.
But we can buy knives such as the ones you have in the studio, which are designed to cause serious harm. And
and we should ban those.
We should.
We should absolutely ban them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pooja, you know, I know everyone watching will be full square behind you as you campaign to get ninja swords, in particular, banned. What would you say to young people? Because sometimes this message just simply doesn't get through, that you shouldn't be carrying these terrible weapons.
As you know, Ronan wasn't an intended target. He was actually killed mistakenly. And this has destroyed absolutely our family in pieces. There is not, you haven't just taken a life of an innocent, you have also taken our lives with you. And we are campaigning to improve your life so you don't create this chaos in other people's life. Understand that this is not, you're not just killing a person, you're destroying the whole family behind it. You're destroying your own family behind you. This needs to stop. Find a solution for your problems. Don't just carry these type of weapons. They are dangerous one way or another. You will get caught. And you will pay for, you know, sentencing. You will get sentenced. So why waste the life that you have? You've been given the life opportunity, improve it or educate yourself. Understand that these problems are much deeper and we need to work together in this. And if you have a problem, contact your family member, contact your school members, but don't go killing people, innocent out there. No. It has totally destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed us. But I will carry on campaigning because I believe that if somebody did that for me, my son would have been here for me. And I want all the other children to live and be with their families, to be with their mothers.
Just tell us a little bit about Ronan.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely charismatic, loving, caring, humble. I got to know about Ronan more about after what happened to him because it's the other people who connected with us telling us the stories about Ronan in the school, how he protected them, how he give them tuition, how he used to make them laugh. It's like the whole community came telling us the stories about Ronan. And we were like, wow, that's my son. And that proud moment I carry today about Ronan. Ronan is an amazing child, and that's the proud every youth should work for, to make their parents proud, to make themselves proud. Do it for yourself. If you don't want to do it for me, do it for your family, do it for yourself. Do the right thing.
They're so powerful. Pooja, thank you so much. And all credit to your power to you. And I find it absolutely astonishing. In fact, we have a government minister on this morning, and she, in fact, is the education secretary. So, you know, education about knives and 16-year-olds buying knives by faking their age online is absolutely within her responsibility.
It is.
So we'll ask her about that.
Yes,
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And lots and lots of love to you always.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We also had the news at the weekend of the young mum, 32-year-old Cher Maximan, who lost her life in the Notting Hill Carnival, caught again, like Ronan, inadvertently, trying to intervene in a gang fight. I mean, this is happening to young people and adults. It's happening now.
Yeah.
And, you know,
absolutely,
the action which we need to take is so vital now.
Totally right. If you're affected by this issue, you can find advice and support at itv.com/helplines.